There's a secret approach to program design that most trainers will never tell you that will build muscle on any body type like crazy. And I'm going to rip that secret wide open and tell you exactly how to do it. What's that secret? Specialized training. But what is specialized training and does it work for you? Let's jump in and talk about it. Specialized training is defined as taking one or two body parts and training them with a higher than normal level of increased frequency and volume for a short period of time, with the intended outcome of hypertrophy for those parts. The idea would be to train that single body part at a frequency of 3 to 4 times a week while focusing on decreasing volume and intensity on the other parts of the body. You essentially put those other parts on a maintenance mode type of setup. Why is this important? Because heavy training, high volume, and frequency gets results. Numerous studies have come to the same conclusion with the same results. On average, trainees can expect to see an increase in muscle of approximately 10 to 15% after just 10 to 14 weeks of dynamic heavy resistance training. So why not just continue to simply lift heavier with the normal program you already follow? Why all this fancy, complicated work, right? Well, here's the kicker. When you've gotten used to building muscle and you already are someone who trains consistently in the gym, the body simply stops responding to the work you're doing. It adapts and it slows progress down. So it takes doing more advanced training techniques and setups to really get your body growing the way it did the first year or two you started training. Research and tons of anecdotal experience from fitness professionals and trainees alike have shown there's a powerful response in growth and gains when tools like supersets, drop sets, negative training, and yes, specialized training are introduced. If you're struggling with putting on muscle or want to bring up lagging body parts, but you're stuck with exactly how to go about doing that the right way, then you're in luck because I've got the perfect answer for you. Right now in my Inner Circle group coaching program, we are working on a series of specialized training programs focused on building up the back, shoulders, legs, arms. Then you're going to want to get into my Inner Circle group coaching program. Click the link below to get started. So how can you set up a specialized training approach to build muscle? And let's break down the steps. Pick a lagging body part. Take an honest look at your physique. What part of your body needs attention to bring out that shape you envision for yourself? Want thicker, more powerful thighs? Want rounder glutes? How about a defined, feminine, strong, graceful back? Maybe it's combating arm flab or tiny arms. You want to look powerful and toned. Whatever body part that is for you, I want you to pick a single one. And then you need to set up your training program to train that body part 3 times a week. In a recent video, I told you all about my client Kiva, who's preparing to step out on the figure competition stage to compete against the best of the best and win her IFBB Pro card. But there was one thing standing in our way. She needs more muscle. One of the first areas we focused on was her back. We were able to successfully grow her back muscles by training 3 times a week with a specialized setup. Day 1, we focused on width. Day 2, we focused on thickness. Day 3, we zoned in on developing detail and refining every small muscle along her spine. The results were incredible, and you can do the same. In between those 3 days, you can train the other parts you're not focusing on with training loads that simply maintain their strength and size. Which brings me to the next crucial point. Do not fear the recovery. The other 4 days of the week, you should really be focused on allowing your body to heal and repair muscle. This is where true growth happens. This is a tough thing for so many of you to embrace when you just love to train, but it's the most important tip that I can give you. 2 of those days should be a day where you don't work out at all, or you simply do some active rest like yoga, stretching, or like cardio. The other 2 days of the 4 can be days allocated to maintaining those other muscles we aren't focusing on. This will ensure that you don't overtrain and burn out, and we continue to see your body evolve before your eyes. This even applies to how long your specialized training cycles should be. Specialized training should be done in short bursts. In order to prevent burnout or injury, you want to keep these intense periods pretty short. You want to aim for doing a specialized setup for at minimum 3 to 4 weeks and at maximum 6 to 8 weeks. Anything beyond that becomes like diminishing returns, and you're doing more harm than good as you fry your central nervous system. The body is a resilient machine, and stepping outside of your comfort zone the smart way is the key to success when it comes to building fit, fine, and fiercely feminine muscle. But there are a few more details you should probably know when it comes to specialized training. And I told you that I broke down how I did this for a client who was specifically looking to build up her back. But there was a bit of a problem. She is a hard gainer and a vegan. And that brings a layer of complexity that everyone should consider when setting up a specialized program. So you've absolutely got to click here to watch this next video so I can give you even more tips about how to implement specialized training into your own workouts and see massive growth in the process.